All right, we should be live. So let's make sure the live is working. Yep, it looks like it. Okay. All right, so today I want to continue on with our shopping cart project. So today I'm going to implement the cart capability, so we can add items to our cart. Yo, Ose, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. You're in like right away. But yeah, no, just continuing with this cart capability. So we don't actually have an API, right? So we actually have to create a yeah, I was waiting for the last stream. Oh, waiting from the last stream. Nice. That's awesome. Yes, study time indeed. Well, I hope we both have a good study session. Yeah, but yeah, I was just saying, and I mostly do these intros just for people that are watching the VOD so they know what to expect. But yeah, today we are going to implement the cart stuff. I don't have an API for it, right? So I need to actually, I was doing a little bit off stream, just some experimentation stuff, but we need to implement the data for the cart maybe as a context in the root, just to simulate an API. Because I'm not making an entire REST API just for this little project. So, yeah, wait, are these? No, I'm tripping. These, I thought these buttons looked like different sizes, but no, I think they're the same. 171 by 40, yeah, okay. How's it going, Priya? Yeah, no, so that's what we're going to do today. So without further ado, let's get started. So I think the first thing to do is figure out how we want to store the cart data. Do you think you'll get this project finished soon? I hope. My goal is to have it done by the end of tomorrow's stream. Yo, Jay, welcome in. So yeah, hopefully by the end of tomorrow's stream. Maybe the end of today, but I doubt it. Because I think I have to do testing too. I think that was in the specifications here. Also, you'll notice the keen viewers will notice that I switched away from Chrome because I'd wanted to for a while, but I was just kind of procrastinating on as to like what browser I wanted to switch to, and I found this one called Helium, so I'm using Helium now. It looks good to me. You're a full stack developer? Well, I don't need too much help, Priya. I'm gonna do it mostly on my own. But you can see here, I've got my working on here. I'm working on basically just a dummy shop page. It's not got a back end hooked up to it or anything like that. This is just purely front end. So, let's see. Yeah, so on the cart page, you should display... Okay, yeah, so the other thing I should do as well... yeah, so the cart page link in the nav bar should indicate how many items are in your cart. This should update in real time. Yeah, so we should probably use a context or something. There's better equivalent. The dev tools are greater. Well, this is a Chromium-based browser, right? So Helium is Chromium-based, so I do have the Chrome dev tools. They're identical. I just didn't like that. I just hate that Chrome is adware. It was just bothering me. Like, so I was just, because I on my personal devices, I use either Firefox or I hadn't heard of Helium before, but I was looking. I'm going to try out Helium. If I don't like it, then I can always switch to something else. But I want to stay in the Chromium ecosystem. But it's essentially just Chrome without all the bullshit. On Google, Chromium is the reason I didn't go with that one is because there's no native support for the extensions. Arc and Brave are good too. Got you. I don't know. I'm not huge on Brave. I've never heard of Arc though. But anyway, I'm just experimenting. So we'll use Helium. If I find it annoying, then I'll switch again. But that's just what I'm doing for now. Okay, so let's open up the docs that we need here. I want to get the use context. Use context. I think that's what we're gonna do for the cart state. Arc is good and built on the Chromium engine. Nice. I'll look into Arc as well. I'll look into that. But I don't know. I heard Helium was good. Maybe it's not good. We'll find out. But it also has this ad block built in, which I like as well. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I need to kind of learn use context. So off stream, I created this cart item type, which is going to store the properties that we need from the product to actually display it in the cart, right? What did you figure about the API pitfalls you ran into? Okay, so basically what I think is happening here is if I go to the docs, I don't think so let me go through this again for people that maybe weren't here last time, but also just as a refresher. So essentially we're using this fake store API to fetch our product information, right? And that's recommended by the Odin Project to do that, right? So that's what I need to do. However, there's the options for users, like to send different requests to get users and the carts that that belongs to those users, right? However, I think these are mainly just dummy endpoints to hit, right? There's not actually any backend. Okay? So if I were to actually put a post request to carts and then try and get, let's say I try to post to carts, right? And then I try to get that data from the same cart, it's not going to store because it's not actually storing anything. It's just to test the API, test the front end purely. There's no back end to it. So essentially, I think what I have to do is, this is fine though for the products, because the products are, prefabbed and in here, it has 20 baked in products, right? Which is this data that you can see here. So that the products are baked in to actually get that data, but to actually store user cart information, I don't think it's any good. Which makes sense because it's keyless, right? It's a keyless API. That would make sense that it wouldn't store anything. So essentially what I think I have to do is I have to store the cart context or the cart data inside of a parent container, which is the root, because the root is the home of the different pages, like the home, the shop, and the cart, right? The cart we haven't implemented yet. And then I think we should store it in the root because the shop and the cart pages are going to need to access that data, right? So I either use a context or pass props, but I think using context makes the most sense. I don't see how it is practical for learning staging or anything other than knowing how a cart should work. Yeah, I don't know. Is there, if you have a different way that I could do this, Jay, let me know. I don't know if there's... Yo, Blueberries, what's up? Welcome. I don't know. That's just the way that I'm thinking of doing it. Just to kind of get around that restriction. Because I don't know how else I don't know what they recommend. And again, Odin Project kind of leaves us in the dust a little bit here. It says... Okay, to your homepage, you can add whatever you like. To my homepage is just generic, right? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be great or whatever. I just don't like the API. No way y'all talking about Arc. I'm watching a stream on Arc. Nice. Yeah, I was just saying Blueberries because I switched away from Chrome. I'm on Helium. Because I saw Helium was good, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. But I'm not married to it necessarily. I'm just kind of testing it. It seems good so far though. But yeah, I need Chromium based, I think, just because I like the dev tools. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, because here it says, right, it says also add an increment decrement button next to it for fine tuning, which is bullshit because you know, inputs that are of type number already have in increment and decrements baked in. The dev team behind are kind of abandoned, unfortunately, but you still love it. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. I'm honestly like not a big browser person. Like I don't like on most of my personal devices, like I just use Firefox like for non-development stuff, but I do like the Chrome dev tools. Like I use Firefox. I know Firefox, like they have this new VPN thing with all this AI bullshit. So I'm probably gonna like leave Firefox, you know, at some point, but I'm kind of lazy. But anyway, I wasn't really happy with the fact that Chrome is definitely just spyware. Anyway, whatever. So I'm just kind of on. I'm on a non, you know, Chrome de-googled version of Chromium. Anyway, it's not de-googled Chromium, but anyway, because this one does have support for the extensions, Chrome extensions, which I like. Okay, I digress again. But yeah, it doesn't really give me much information here, right? Like it says, build individual cart elements, display an input field, but it's just display title for each product as well as an add to cart button. And it says when there's items in your cart page, link in the nav bar should indicate how many items in your cart. It should update in real time. On the cart page, you should display the items in their quantities and allow users to increase and decrease the quantity of items in their cart. So, and then there's no need to implement, it just says this, but it doesn't say how to implement the cart stuff, right? So I'm kind of interpreting that based on, you know, you've been in school studying CS and forgot that my GPA in classes won't carry me as far. I was so focused on getting good grades. Yeah, I was kind of like that direct as well. Like I kind of was very, what do the kids say, GPA maxing? I don't know. But yeah, I tried to get a really high grade too. Yeah, you need to learn to have fun. Exactly. That's what I hope to bring to these streams direct. So, you know, you can learn alongside me. You're allowed to use AI agents on one of my CS finals? Jesus, really? That's brutal. Yeah, you should build something direct, totally. All right, let's stop waffling. All right, so we need to set up that context, right? And I'm going to do it in the root because again, this is just an example project. I don't need to like. I was thinking of creating some sort of other, you know, what is it called? Some other component to as a wrapper, but that's not really. It doesn't really make sense to do that. So I'm just going to keep it in the root. The other thing that I need to do is I need to refresh on how to use context because I forget. Okay, so we have the context here, so we need to actually wrap that. So we'll say where was it? So let's use context, but I need to do the define context. Create context. Yes, this was it. Const, and then I'll say cart context equals create context. And then just like an empty array. Then I need to import that. So it's just going to be an array of cart items, right? Is it from React? Or, yeah, I guess it's React. A guy who took discrete math with me got a quant role. Despite being rusty at Python, they allowed him to use AI in the interview. Interesting. That's kind of brutal, though. Because, like, I feel like, okay, this is another reason, and I was kind of thinking about this, because I was like, okay, what's another reason I, like, don't like AI? And I think it's honestly because it's anti-intellectual. Like, fundamentally, in my opinion, like, there's fun in learning and actually thinking for yourself, and, like, defaulting to AI for everything is very, yeah, like, anti-intellectual. It's very, you know, you don't think. You kind of, it's like, you get kind of, like, your brain gets kind of just, turns to mush, because you don't think critically, ever. I got a friend at Google who's telling me I need to be good at using AI. They're expecting a lot of proficiency in it. Interesting. Yeah, again, I'm not like anti-AI or anti-learning how AI works. It's just there's two things. One, I want to lock down the fundamentals, and two, I'm broke. Well, I'm not broke, but I don't have money to spend on all this AI nonsense. Like, I can't just like unload $100 a month on like whatever Claude Pro or whatever. Like, I don't have that kind of money. You made you afraid to code? Yeah, exactly. Like, I need to provide a type to this. Create context typing. Well, that's not what I want. Let's see. I just want to get the type right. Export type. Ah, it was like this. Okay. So it was, I called it cart item. This. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I don't have big aspirations to learn, to work at like big corp or anything like that either. Like, if I had aspirations to like work at Google and like be like a Fang bro or whatever they call, like, you know, like someone that works at like Fang, like, I know it's not called Facebook anymore, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would do it, but I'm not. I kind of want to work like either for myself or for smaller places, because big corp is like dystopian in my opinion, or big tech, I should say. Okay, so we got our cart context, right? And then we need to attach this to this. So I think we can just do the lazy approach and then wrap this inside of a context, right? So I can do cart context. This is like kind of lazy, but you know. And then value, and then we need the value from the state, right? Cart list, and then set cart list or something. Or I could just say cart, honestly. Well, that'll get confusing. Equals use state. Use state, and then the same idea. Or not, yeah. Cart item. Is there something I'm missing here? No. Empty as well. And then I need to do the value. Startups typically pay more from investors to pocket. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not trying to like make a shit ton either. I just want enough to like live comfortably. You know what I mean? I'm taking class to recode in C++ and make run fast on multiple machines. Oh, for game development. Zoo stand. Okay, got you. Yeah, if it's more simplistic, then we'll do that, Jay. What is wrong with this styling? This is like this contrast is ass. What the hell? Is this busted? What what is this okay, so let's see. So use store. Is that what it is? It's use store? I don't know, this theming's all fucked up, man. Import create. Const use to do store. Okay, so you've got like I see. And then I can put this guy inside of this. Might be easier, right? Okay, so maybe we do that. Okay, so we have to-do list and then add to do, use to do store, state dot add. Okay, I'll try this out. And we're not gonna worry about any async shit because it's literally just in the same file, right? You've always been in the mindset of just be happy enough to buy basic things I need when I want something. Yeah, exactly. Like my job, I will say it is 5 figures. I don't make a lot of money. I am very average. I have a very average salary. It's not even a salary actually. It's technically hourly. But I make a very average amount of money, and I'm like, I mean, I can't afford a lot. I can't afford a lot extra, but I'm happy. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I'm not, you know, poor or anything, but I don't like feel like I need much. You're just afraid of being caught in the typical overwork, underpayment stereotype. Oh yeah, game programming is really hard to get into direct. Totally. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm happy. My job is, I mean, it's kind of, if anything, it's boring, but it's very, very, very good work-life balance. Which is why I do the streams, yeah. Like, if I didn't do the streams, like, I think my life would be kind of less fulfilling because my work is like, yeah, that's the thing with work is it's kind of like, it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's really, kind of easy and boring, but it's also not like super fulfilling. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that if like my employer's watching, but they won't. They won't ever find me, so it's okay. All right, so let's use this zoo stand thing. So this would this be inside of like a where would this be used? So used to do store. Would this be in just a regular TS file? I think so. That's the tutorial. At least you're being honest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I again, like I could make more money. Like I don't make I don't make even nearly 6 figures. Oh, okay. Just a normal TS file. Got you. Okay, this is a lot easier. Okay, so let's get rid of this then. Let's get rid of the context. Let's do this zoo stand thing because it seems like it'll be easier. And they also don't specify in the Odin project how I need to implement it, right? Create context. I don't need any of these. Okay, so we'll put it in like get a new folder. So I'll call it like cart store or something maybe. We'll install it first. Do I need to install it for just oh, okay. So I don't need to install it for like the dev environment only. No, that wouldn't make sense. I also updated my shell too. But right now you're thinking I want to be more than just a game programmer. I want to do stuff like build robots or be one of those guys who builds Iron Man suits. Yeah, that's awesome, Direct. Like, I actually have a friend who, I mean, he's kind of a car guy, but he works at Tesla. I mean, he's not really. I don't know if I'd call him a friend anymore. I've hardly spoken to him since. But he was a childhood friend, and he did First Robotics. If you're familiar with that, I think it's only in North America. Like in the U.S. and Canada, but he was a robotics kid. But he does shit like that too. You saw a guy make an Iron Man suit out of real metal? Damn, that's kind of dope. Okay. So let's, what do I call this file? I'll just call it like stores. And then cart store dot ts. Okay, and then I have the cart item type, which we can just keep there. And then where was the tutorial? Okay, let's just go to the tutorial. So import create. Okay, and then we have that. So const use cart store. Oh, and then this is an interface. Okay. So we'll get an interface too. And I'll also import, what was it? The type card item. Export interface, cart store. And then we'll do that. So we'll do items. And then we'll say is cart item. And then add cart item. You'll make more money, but I also have to consider that I'm trading time for that. I've been wondering if all the side hustle stuff really works. Yeah, I mean, well, I will say, Direct, like, I think it's very hit and miss. I think with side hustle stuff, especially all like those hustlers that you see on YouTube, like I don't know what exactly you mean like by side hustle, like because there's a lot of different side hustles, but I think the guys that you see that are quote unquote successful are only successful not from their side hustle, but from the content they make from saying they have a side hustle, right? So they at heart they say they're people that are like, I'll just use drop shipping as an example. Those drop shipping guys, they're not probably making money from the drop shipping. They're probably making money from making content about drop shipping, right? I don't know. That's it. But it's the same thing with like these vibe coder startup guys, right? Like they're making most of their money from the content creation. I think they have to be. So like, you know, people like you and I, that just want to do this stuff. Maybe it's a lot harder to get into than they make it seem. And plus, a lot of these guys also have leg ups too, right? But like for instance, like this YouTube channel, I haven't made a single cent from this YouTube channel. I'm not monetized. Not that I don't want to be, but I haven't reached the requirements yet. New item, and then cart item, and then void, I think. And then we'll do remove cart item. I think this is probably, and then update cart item. Update cart item quantity. Or something like this. And then we get like an ID, like a item ID as a string, and then void, and then we do item ID as well. And then we'll do const use cart store equals create, and then we'll implement this cart store. And then set. And then I can export this too. Why is this like this? Oh, import type. We will get you monetized soon, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so, Jose. It would be nice to have a little bit of extra side cash. But the thing is too, it's like, okay, I could set up like one of those coffee links or whatever like that, but I don't want to like beg for money. You know what I mean? Like it feels bad to like beg for, not beg, but like set up those donation things. Cause like at the end of the day, if this YouTube channel makes no money, I'm happy because I don't need it, but it would be nice, you know? I don't know. It's kind of conflicting because I don't like to, ask people for money or anything. But again, with that being said, it's like I also would like to have a side hustle. So it's kind of like I can't really have the best of both worlds. It's either I make the money or I don't make the money. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. This looks interesting though. As soon as you get the member thing, you'll definitely should do the member streams. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll do that, Jose, for sure. And then I'll charge like 10 Canadian a month or something, which is like what, 7 USD, 750 USD. So I think 10 Canadian a month is fair. Because I know at least Jay can vouch for this. A lot of other people get a lot of value out of these streams. So if you've made anything like that, you don't need to directly beg. We just have it there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think, because yeah, there's people get value out of these streams. And I mean, if I can even charge a little bit for that, then sure. That I can, yes, indeed. And then the thing is too, is YouTube takes, I think 35% of that. So like if I charge 10 Canadian, I'd get like probably about $6.50 Canadian, which is like what, like 5 USD ish. I don't know. But anyway, that's a discussion for, later on. I'm almost there. I'm at 1850 watch hours now, I think. Because the thing is again, the thing that matters is like I get a lot of people that come into the streams and then they join for a couple minutes and leave. But it's the people that like stay for like most of the stream that actually like help the most. So like you guys are helping me just by watching the streams like all the way through. But yeah, I don't know. It's exciting stuff because I've never been. Well, actually, that's not true. When I was like 12, I did Minecraft videos on YouTube. But like this is the first like time I've legit taken a stab at content creation. The update cart item needs a quantity param. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry. I was too focused on implementing the cart store and talking to you at the same time. Yep. Once you get into it, think about it. I got you with the members. Awesome. Appreciate that, Ose. But yeah, I don't know. It's didn't want you to go too far. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think I would have realized at some point. I think I would have realized at some point. But yeah, that's fair. Anyway, I don't know. It's all exciting things. And then okay, so I was so this next week probably gonna be fewer streams. The errors definitely would have told you. Yeah, exactly. Definitely would have told me. So I think I'm gonna stream next week tentatively Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. And then I have to take Thursday, Friday. I'll probably be off for like 4 or 5 days straight during the move. So like after next Wednesday, I probably won't be live again until Tuesday or Wednesday the following week. Just as a heads up, just because the move is gonna be, I gotta pack and then I gotta unpack and then I gotta, it's a lot of work. So, I don't know. Just saying, I'm just giving you guys a heads up now. I mean, I'll announce it again in the Discord, but it's just while it's on my mind. So, but yeah, I don't want to take too long off though, because appreciate that, Ose. We have a deadline. Yes, we do. I want to finish. My goal was to finish the React course before I move. So I've got today's stream, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have like 7 streams, including this one, I think. Which I will probably be fine. I will most likely be fine. But yeah, no, the move is it's exciting but stressful. Any of you that have moved before know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll finish and then some? Yeah, exactly. My plan is to finish this shopping cart by tomorrow. I think by the end of tomorrow I can have it done. Yeah, thankfully the hardest part is over, I would say, because like actually finding the place, like if you know anything about Canada, especially like, some like real estate is fucked here. Like it is brutal. So yeah. I don't know. It was very difficult to actually find a place. Like we got rejected a few times, just based purely on the fact that we were young renters. Yo, Tyler, how's it going? Okay, let's get this guy in here. You can really skip database and do it off stream and dive into Node. Yeah. I probably can, Jay, because like again, I know how to write SQL queries. 1.1 million to 1.5 million for 2-bedroom, 3-bath average home in Toronto. Yeah, it's like, let me just put it this way. The place that we're renting is about a 700 square foot 1-bedroom condo. Okay? Brand new? It's brand new. But that condo in Canadian is about 550,000 CAD. For a 700 square foot 1-bedroom apartment condo. You're only 18 myself, although I do understand the pressure of moving. A lot of landlords want the older generations. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's totally fucked. Yeah, I'm a little older than you, Ose. I'm 25, so. But this is actually, it's interesting because this is the first time I'm moving as a fully financially independent adult. Because previously I lived in student housing, and student housing was like subsidized, kind of like I got a loan for it and kind of got some family help with it and stuff like that, right? But this is like my first full financially independent move. Oh, you live in the UK? Yeah, so but here's the thing though, is the translation isn't perfect. So like let's say like 550,000 Canadian is probably like just under 300,000 pounds, maybe like 285,000 pounds, 275,000 pounds. I lived in the UK actually when I was 8 for 9 months. No, 7. Yeah, we moved to the UK for an entire school term because my dad's a professor. So you got your house in 09? Yeah, it's a big difference. That's crazy. See, in '09 I was 8, unfortunately. So I was not in a position to buy a house. All right, let's get this going here. So let's say items, and then we'll do. Oops. It's 403K USD. GBP is kind of close to USD. Yeah, 1 USD. Yeah, I know. And then Canadian dollars, $1 CAD is about 0.75 USD, 75 cents. The thing that sucks is even if I were to sell now, I wouldn't make any profit because the new house would just be as much, if not more. Exactly, Tyler. You might as well hold on to the equity and wait, see if the housing market crashes. Although the condo market, I will say, even though the condo prices are still fucked, the condo prices are decreasing a bit, especially in Toronto. But houses are still fucked. Like I probably won't get a house until I'm 40, or ever. Like, so. Okay, so let's say items, and then okay, so this is interesting syntax actually. State dot items, and then we just add the item in here, right? So we do the ID. What's the schema look like? I forget. ID, title, price, image, quantity. Okay. And then we need to get these in here. So I need to pass in the new item stuff, right? So new item dot ID. And then, does this not work for some reason? It should be fine. And then, Cries an American, yeah. Ground passed 10 years ago or so. I inherited her condo. It was 3-bedroom, 2-bath, was small. I got over 600K, yeah. Depends where it is, but like, a condo like that today would probably go for more, probably like 800 or even $1 million. Like it's crazy. Like even like townhouses in the GTA are like easily over $1 million. Wasn't Scarborough? Yeah, okay. Got you. But no, like small townhouses in the GTA literally are over $1 million or like 900K. Okay, ID, I'm like procrastinating here. What do we got? ID and then title. Actually, I can just, what am I doing? I can just do this. I can just do this. Okay. I don't know why that took me a minute to realize that what I was thinking I could do. Add cart item. Wait, what's wrong with this? What's the issue here? Parsing error. Oh, because I need to put add to do, toggle to do. What? This is confusing me. Oh, there's no... What is the syntax going on here? Wait, where are you saying that? New item? Yeah, no, I got that. I got that. Oh, does this need to be... No, I don't think so. No. New item is just new item. Items, so to-dos here, and then there's no bracket. There's no brackets enclosing this, which is weird. So we have the set state, and then this closes that. Why are there two? What's this one? Oh, that. Because there should be a comma somewhere here. But I don't know why it's deciding to indent this. Maybe just like no brackets here, like this? No, there's no way. New item as you have it will be new item, new item. Hold on, let's just back up here. Oh, yeah. I see. Like this. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay. But then this is giving me problems here. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Can you find an add cart item? Bro. Is this a misspell? No. I don't know. It's like, this is weird, bro. Oh, because this needs to be like this. This needs to be... that's the problem. Maybe not even the... Now that I think about it. Oh, yeah, it could just be this, too. No, that's not the issue here. It's there's something going on. What the hell? Oh, I just need to add those properties. Okay. Update cart item quantity. And then these. Dude, this is like remove cart item. Okay, so then it's just like the error bars are just like insane. Okay, there we go. Now everything's like there. Just dot new item. Well, it's saying there's an error. New item, cart item. Cart item must have a symbol iterator model that returns an iterator. It doesn't have an iterator. I think this is fine because new item is an object. So if we go to cart item here, this cart item type is this, right? So I think this would be fine. It doesn't need the spread, I don't think. Don't worry, Jay. I think I can do it like this, or I could do it like this. I think either of those are valid. Because it needs to be contained in an object for it to have the spread. But I think just having the spread like this doesn't make sense. Because then those are putting each... That would imply that each property is its own item in the list. Why ZooStan? It's just easier than... Jay mentioned it as... It's just easier for shared state management, Tyler. Because essentially what we're doing is we don't have a backend for this, right? And I'm trying to just mock a backend, essentially, with these cart items. So I just want to make this thing where this cart state can be shared between the cart page and the shop page. Just have some sort of like object or like a store that can be used to, write and update and delete. Like basically CRUD operations. Create, update, what is it? Create, update, something, delete. Or create, read, update, delete. That's what it is. Yeah. So that's essentially what this is doing, I think. Yeah, that's why we're doing ZooStan, because Jay mentioned it could be easier. Which it is, because this is better than using context. Well, I mean, is it better? I don't know. But it's certainly a little bit easier. So we're using these built-in functions here. Like set and create. Okay, so we have this set here, and then we have to do a map, I think, to find the thing, right? So we have to do it to do what is it? Items dot. So it's items, and then it's state dot items dot map, and then item. Dude, the freaking shit with the brackets is crazy. Okay, and then we'll do. I think it's if item dot id equals item id, then return dot item quantity is okay. So let's just make this new quantity just to avoid naming problem. Oops. Quantity is new quantity. Otherwise, return just the item itself. I think. Unused label. What? Oh, because of this. Dude, what is going on? Wait. Why is this? What is the error here now? Oh, comma. Or it doesn't even need a comma. There we go. Dude, this is why I don't like... Oh, remove some opinion. Okay, what do you... Can you clarify? Like, is opinions just like ways of implementing stuff? Like, what exactly do you mean by opinions? Like, it's just like, it's opinionated in the sense that it has methods of... Right? It has like methods of doing things. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was that simple. I just wasn't sure. Okay. All right, so let's do set state, and then we'll do this again. Oh, but then it needs... See, I don't fully understand why it needs brackets and then an object. Is that because it's returning this object or something? I don't know. So then we do items, and then state.items.filter item, and then item.id is not equal to item ID. No, what? Should be fine, wait. What? Oh, just like this, okay. Right, because this is an object, kind of. React context expects a certain way of doing things. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of like... This is why I hate JavaScript, though, just generally speaking, is like all these brackets, like curly brackets, and... Oh, it's like syntax soup a little bit. I don't know. But, I mean... Okay, so this should work now. This cart store. So now we should be able to add items to the cart, right? So we can start by doing that. So I think this is just callable from any component, right? So I have to like, okay, so I have to do use to do store, okay. Then I have to import that. I have to import that use cart store into, let's just do shop. So we'll do an import use cart store, right? Cart data, okay. And then we can do, and we'll have them as consts at the top. Consts, cart items equals use cart store state dot items. Then add cart item. Add the product card, add it to the product card instead. Oh yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I got carried away. Yep. No, that makes more sense. You write. Yeah, because here's our item, right? Okay, so let's import, let's put this in here. And then we'll do the imports. You joined the Discord again, praying this account does not get nuked. Wait, how did it get nuked, Tyler? Did you get banned or something? You can add there and then update to the account, maybe? Yeah. No, I think you can just live in actually the product card. I don't think it needs to. The other thing we need to do, obviously, is we need to add an input field for the quantity, which I can put in this blank space next to the price. That's the next thing I have to do. Actually, let me go to my to-do list. Oh, the other thing I have to do as well is I have to do the testing. Oh, test your app. Ugh, I don't want to do that, but I have to. I should anyway. Oh, long story short, but yeah, I got mass reported, but oh, Jesus. Oh, in cart? Yeah, that would be cool. I'm actually going to add that too. Where did I put that? Okay. Change button to in cart. Yeah. It was from some AI Discord that I'm never joining. I got you. Sounds good. All right. Okay, and then we'll do the update cart quantity, item quantity. Use cart store state and then state dot update cart item quantity. Const remove cart item. Actually, I don't need the remove cart item in here. I don't, because we're only removing cart items. Although I could add an option here to remove from cart, but I was thinking you could only edit the cart on the cart page. So we'll just leave the remove cart for now. Discord's heavy on the ban evasion. They do not joke around. Yeah. The only reason I use Discord for my community is because it's the most accessible thing. But I'd be open to like having other places to hang out as well. It'd be more for me to moderate. That's the only thing. I feel like only 5. Yeah. That's true, Jay. I was watching this. What was it? It's Web Dev Simplified, but he has his own channel, like by his like full name, Kyle Cook, and he was talking about content creation with AI and like why, like how tutorial videos aren't succeeding anymore. And it's like I kind of agree. I want to normalize IRC. Oh, of course, good scores. Okay, yeah. I've used IRC before, way back. I was also probably too young for it, but I used it back when I was like 11 years old. I didn't know what I was doing, mind you. It was for like a Minecraft server. IRC is great, yeah. It was for a Minecraft server in like 2011. They had an IRC channel. They didn't use Skype because in those days Discord didn't exist. So it was Skype, IRC, or there was this thing called TeamSpeak. If anyone knows TeamSpeak, I think TeamSpeak actually still exists. You're in the cybersec field, so a lot of your contacts are on. Oh, that's nice, Jose. Man, cybersecurity field at 18, like congratulations, man. At 18, I had no effing idea what I was doing. Like 18, for me, I was like in my first year of biology, and I had no clue what I wanted in life. Anyway, okay, let's stop waffling around. So the button is gonna have. We can start this with. We can just do like an on click or something, right? And then how do we call the function? On change set input. UL to do something. On change. Yeah. Okay, it would just be calling the function. So it'd just be add card item. Like I just do it like as a function, add card item, and then just the item. Would be product cart item. Yeah, I'm only at the skill of junior pen tester, but still get offers from people I know. That's awesome, I'll say. That's fair, but still, at 18, you're like well ahead of the curve, my friend. Okay, so you are KC in the Discord. I thought so, Jose, but I wasn't sure. Zoostand is a Redux alternative. What's Redux? So Redux is I'm assuming it's another state sharing thing. You started very, very young with tech, yeah. I was like, I don't know, I was kind of like normie, quote unquote. I hate to use that like terminology, but I didn't like give a shit about tech until. Yes, got you, Jose. I thought so. I thought you were the same person. I just wasn't 100% sure. It'll come later in Odin, got you. Sorry, I'm like trying to like hold 3 different conversations at the same time. It's okay. I'm just trying to think. What was I saying? Yeah, no. When I was a kid, I like wasn't tuned in. I had no idea what I wanted in life generally. In high school and stuff, I just kind of screwed around. Like I've always been interested in computers and stuff, but I never really like took coding seriously. But yeah, no. All the really goated people that I know got into coding when they were like 10, 11, 12 years old. Okay, so then we have this add card item. Okay. And then I kind of also want to put in a console log in here just to see if it's been added. State. Actually, I should probably put this within the state. Can I do that? No, maybe not. Oh no, it would just be items. Or not. Can I not access that in here? Not find name items, yeah, shit. Okay, well. Because this is just a list of objects, right? This is like a function. I guess I could just like do that in here. And then I could just console log it here. Product, cart items. Something like this. For somebody that started late, you have the mind for it. Good job using your own creative mind instead of searching everything up. Yeah. I appreciate that. I will say. Well, I mean, again, I have the degree, right? So I do have some knowledge as well on top of what I'm doing right now. Like I CS knowledge generally speaking. But that's not like I'm still relatively new. Like I didn't start coding seriously. Like that wasn't just like Hello World or like basic. Yeah, I did do a CS degree, I'll say. So in my province, there was because I already had a degree in biology. I could fast track a CS degree in 2 years, which was nice. To basically just avoiding all of the electives, just doing all of the mandatory courses. But yeah. So, but yeah, no, I didn't start coding seriously. That wasn't just like Hello World or like basic Python stuff until I was 22. But I mean, 22 is still young. Like there are people that start in their 30s, right? Like, okay, so let's go to the console. Let's refresh this. Okay, so it's not adding to cart. It's not console logging anything. Me? Am I missing something? Wait. Been coding, but now I'm getting the paper that says I can't. Oh, nice. Yeah, your master's, right? Okay, I'll let this stew over the break, but that should theoretically be working. Your mom was willing to go you in? Nice, I'll say. That's kind of sick, actually. My mom's an elementary school teacher, so she although she knows about coding and stuff, but this React, yeah, it's React. Spook. It's never too late. I agree. That's why I did 2 years. I spent 7 years in university. 5 of them, not a waste, but you know. Okay, I'm just gonna format this a little nicer so we can actually see what's going on. But that should like work. But yeah, you started music and there you go. Yeah, exactly. Like I started in biology. I thought because there's a lot of teaching in my family, I thought I wanted to be a high school teacher. Turns out, COVID hit. Think about it. Realize that teenagers suck, and teaching is miserable. You're like maybe not, but we all take our own path, and that's what makes all of us unique and amazing individuals. So anyway, yeah, I'm not 100% sure why this isn't working, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Bittersweet aspect is that your employer paid me too much to make a change. Right, I see. Problem is in the button. It could be. I don't know. I'm on a break right now, Spook. I'll get back to it in 2 minutes, 50 seconds. But I kind of just, that's how I do the streams. That's why it took you so long? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that makes sense. You get kind of, I don't want to say complacent, but I totally know what you mean, Jay. Like, you feel like, well, you know, why would I go back to school? You know, I'm working, you know, making a good amount of money, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't, you know. I know a lot of people like that. Well, actually, not really, but someone I work with is like that. Specifically in management. You were content? That's fair. If you're yeah, now you're not. Got you. Well, I'm sure you're really gonna like enjoy the Masters too, so it'll all be great. But yeah. Yeah, Spook. I do the Pomodoro method. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I do 25 minutes of work and then 5-minute break. Although I will say I work and talk to chat at the same time. I kind of balance both things. So yeah. I don't know. It's just what I find works best. Can't wait. You don't want to fast forward your life, but you want your master's program to be now. Yeah, I get that, Jay. It's been great. Nice. I'm glad it's been good. Yeah, because it kind of like you get to like mentally like reset a little bit, right? Because you don't like the thing with me is sometimes like if I'm working like I feel like if you don't have a way of taking breaks or you don't force yourself to take breaks, you'll burn out. Like I remember in university I would study for like 3 hours straight, but after that 3 hour study session, I'd be like done for the rest of the day, if not multiple days, right? Not multiple days, but like at least 12 to 24 hours. I'd be like, I don't want to look at another equation or whatever, you know? But if you space it out, then it feels like you actually did less work, even though you didn't, right? I think the hardest part is to kind of hold yourself to that break, right? So when you take a 5-minute break, make sure it's only 5 minutes, or if you go over, only go to like 10 minutes or something. You don't like take like, because it's not going to work if you do 25 minutes of work and then take an hour break, right? Your professor was 100% fine with it too. Nice. Yeah, I think it's mentally healthier because I don't think like deep focus, like I don't think humans can deep focus for more than, you know, maybe an hour or 2 hours, like in one single block of time. We kind of get tired, right? Oh, type button for the button. Is that what it is? Is that the issue? Okay. I love how you were probably just waiting for the break to end for you to tell me that. Although it didn't seem to fix it. Although like okay, so where's the error? Oh yeah, because we haven't implemented that yet. You were, got you. Let's just like buttons default to submit. Okay. Let's just like see if it does anything. Yeah, okay, so it's not even running this code, right? Like if we put like a breakpoint here or something, I don't think it'll. No. I don't know. Yeah, not sure because we have the type here, and we imported. If we go to the button component, this is our button, right? Oh, do we need to put the type in here specifically, or should it just know from the props? I guess I could put the type inside of this. Maybe. Like, should I put the type inside of the button element inside of our custom button? Or like, because it should be fine. Because with our extending the React component props here, it should. Wait, Where are we looking? It should pick up on this, right? Add dot 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 props outside of the class name. You mean in here? Oh. Whoops. Like this? No. No, that doesn't work. On the button component. Is this the button component here? Oh, you mean like outside of this declaration? Yeah, because there's that was still inside of the class name. Oh, was it? Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that still didn't work. Or does it need to be wrapped in something? Or I could just do type equals props.type or something. I mean, this is lazy. I could do this. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, that was still inside of the class name. Might need to be wrapped. Oh, if I spelled it right. Yeah, okay, that might be right. Ah. Okay, so it is working. However, the print is happening. So this is interesting. So observe this for a second. So when we press this, there's a bit of a delay. So when we add a cart item, it doesn't immediately, like, this is asynchronous, I think, because our console log shows it's empty. But then if we add another item to it, then it shows there's only one item. And if we add another one, then it shows there's two of the same one. So it is working, but there is a delay to the adding functionality of the cart store. That's React State. Oh, okay. Is that just... Oh, right, because it's... Oh, yeah. I forgot. That's right, because the component hasn't updated yet. Right, I forgot that this is technically not, like... This is... I guess maybe under the hood this is its own component, right? Or something like that? Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, I understand now. Annoying as fuck? Yeah, okay. Okay, but at least we know it works, though. Just update, lol, yeah. Okay, at least we know it works. We don't need to really give a shit about the, we know it works. So that's fine. So we don't need the console log anymore. So then the other thing we can do is we need to do the quantity, right? So we'll do the quantity input. So we'll do that above the span. So okay, so this is the span is the button, and then I want to put it, or should I put the quantity underneath? Maybe I could just put it underneath. We can do an input type is number. Oh, then we need to wrap this in a label, right? Label HTML4 quantity, item quantity. Or I should probably include the ID or something in here, in fairness. Shit. Product card item. Product data, yeah. So I'll do that. And I'll say quantity. And then I'll include that input. Maybe inside the label. Only because, just for styling reasons. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the input, okay. You use div label plus div, okay. Div decrement input, okay. So, but doesn't a number input have a oh, maybe it doesn't with I didn't think of that. Maybe with Tailwind it doesn't. Yeah, you might be right. Okay, let's do that then. Okay, so we'll do the div class, and then we'll do our label. And then we'll do the div for decrement. So we'll get the div in here for that, and then we'll do the input. Whoops. Input, number, and then the increment div. Right? So something like this. HTML4 on labels and ID inputs. Oh, right. I forgot about that. I forgot. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. This needs to match. Yep. I just forgot to add that. We need to link it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we have no styling on this guy. And I don't think the... Yeah, so we need to make this like a max width, right? So we need to add some... You just say like min equals... Or like... We'll say min quantity is 1. And then max quantity is like 99 or something. Just for, you know. So then we shouldn't be able to. Okay, so now because I've reduced it, that should be fine. The input can be nested in one div where you'll have to work. Like, why would I do that? Okay, so this is the increment. So I'll do like some sort of like up arrow or something. Shit. There's like a way of like... There's like a... I don't know if we should put like an emoji or something like that. Or like some sort of like up arrow. It's like not advisable. It's like shit. I need some sort of symbol in here, right? Oh, I guess I could do the Lucid symbols. Jesus. I forgot about the Lucid symbols. And then have that as a button. However, yeah, so that would be a button. Div button decrement, you can put button decrement. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so wrap that in a div. Oh, okay. Sure. I see what you're saying. Okay, and then so I'll do those buttons, right? Because they're buttons. And then I'll do... And then within the button, I need to do that symbol. Which we need to get from the Lucid arrow up. Copy JSX. And then we'll add the arrow down one underneath here. Should just be arrow down. Good. Plus and minus? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I could just do plus and minus. Is there a plus? There is. And we'll remove the arrow up, arrow down. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's more intuitive. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. So those buttons are a little large. I should probably make another option for extra small. Text medium. Or is there not? Does this not exist? Not find name small. What? Why can't I just add this as a variant? Does it need to be all one word? Oh, that's why. You can set a size variant for icons where the size is static. Oh, okay. I could do that. Right, because it's not text, I guess, right? It's an icon. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll leave it as is for now. And then we'll just... But I think I want the quantity to be... Like, I probably want these to be static. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. So, because the input's technically in between these, right? So this div would need to be... We'd actually need to flex call this, I think. And then make this like a, and then we need to like not flex grow these, right? Or like, how do I, because I want these to be like their normal width. No, not 100. It's the flex grow shit. I need to go back to my tailwind documentation. Flex grow. Oh, wait, that's not the right key combo. Oh, it's just grow. I see. Justify start to the parent. Oh, okay. Well, that would be to align them to that direction. But then the growth is entirely... And then I would probably want to make this a flex as well. Just a regular flex. And then we could screw around with the button amounts here. And then I want this... But then the problem is I want this to be kind of aligned with... And I could do justify align center. Justify center. And then item center. Kind of like this. Maybe not justify center. Maybe just item center. Right? And then justify between. Or around. Something like this, right? Again, we'll screw with the... We'll make this a little better after. Okay, you know what? The icons being as big as they are is kind of bothering me, so I'm going to fix that. Defaults to stretch. Oh, got you. Oh, I didn't know that, Jay. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's the text. Okay, so we need another variant here. We need icons, icon size. Can I do it like camel case? Yeah, okay. Small and then size. Let's do 4 maybe. Medium. Size 6. None and then just nothing. And then size or icon. Apply that as a default, and then we can put that inside of the button. So we can say icon size is small. You don't use AI at all? Nope, I do not. I do not use AI at all. And it again, Jasser, like, it's not because I don't like AI, or well, I mean, AI is kind of annoying, but it's not because I don't believe AI is a bad technology necessarily, especially in software development. It's just because I don't think it's productive to learn with, in my opinion. You'd add another item to the size variant. Oh, fair, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I hear you. So I could just add the size here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh shit. Wait. Wait, what the fuck happened now? Size 4. Or does this need to be bigger? Oh. Size icon. Oh. Okay, is that a thing that I can do? And then I can add, okay, and then I can add, sorry, I was just a little confused on what you meant. So then I can do something like this, right? So I can do size icon and then small icon. Interesting. And then wait, let's make this a little smaller then. Let's just see. No, it didn't seem to change anything. Working as an employee. Here, you can read my, here. I work in IT though, Jasser. You can read my FAQ and my who am I here. Oh yeah, I know. I just want to add, I want to make the small size first. I mean, like, what do you usually do? I'm an I'm an IT analyst. Small icon. Yeah, I hear you. So small icon. I'm just doing this just to test it. But it doesn't seem like if I change the size here, it doesn't seem to actually change the icon. Right? I don't know. Oh, because it needs to be an icon, yeah. So I can't assign multiple things. Right, but then it doesn't change the size. The padding needs to be removed and added to the variance. Oh, is it the padding? Okay, so no padding here either. But that doesn't affect the symbol, though. Right? That doesn't affect the symbol. I want the symbol itself to be smaller. Inline flex to the default as well. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what it is. And then justify, well, I need to, well, so this needs to be a little bigger. And then needs to be centered, right? There we go. Oh yeah, no. Needs to be icon, small icon. Size 6 maybe. Medium icon. I'll just work with these for now. Maybe like 4. Oh, because then I need to actually update the... That's too small. If the import add a class name, did that change the size? Oh, okay, I could do that too. No, I think this works fine though. Have you tried Zed, the IDE? I've heard of it, mister. Mr. Med. I've heard of it. I have not tried it though. Or actually, I did a little bit, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Okay, so size 6 looks fine. Okay, so the roundedness of the buttons needs to depend on the thing that we're doing here, right? Okay, so let's do the small icon. Or not class name, sorry. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add the roundedness and the padding to this. So it'll be rounded medium, rounded XL, rounded I'm just kind of coming up with shit arbitrarily here. Maybe a large. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it, Jay. Sorry, it's hard to kind of read chat and think at the same time. Okay. So that looks good. That looks better. So I'm happy with that for now. And then this hover should still work, right? Right. Yeah, see, but then there's these up arrows too, which is confusing. Like within this input, there's these. The amount of understanding you gain. I think it's because, like, I don't know. I can kind of, like, get exactly what you're telling me. You know what I mean? Like, I when you help me out, like, it's like, it just points me in the right direction. Like, I can kind of already, the wheels are spinning already. So it kind of makes sense. This is what I was afraid of, though. Is here, you see how there's these little arrows? Can this be something that's disableable? I don't think so. Appearance none will fix the arrows? Okay. So that would be on the input, though. Which would be under styling, right? Or is this... Oh, no, it's class name, dumbass. Class name. I keep forgetting what we're doing here. You don't think... Is it this? Yeah, it looks like it. You think Figma is good for design? I think so. I've actually used it. So if you see, guys, I changed my logo for my YouTube channel. I actually designed that logo myself in Figma. Well, I used a reference, but oh, it's a WebKit class. Sorry, yeah. I did do it in Figma though. I need to add shortcuts here. What was the thing we were doing? Remove arrows in number input WebKit. What was or maybe even just WebKit. What was it, Tailwind? Is there a way of doing it in Tailwind? Remove arrow? Is it literally just that? Oh, but then you can add it here. WebKit appearance, none. Number search is what I typically search. Or number spinner. Oh, okay. Ah, so I could just add it. I could add it like this. Right. So I think this is the custom class, right? So I can just add that to my index. There, it's gone. Beauty. Beautiful. Cool. All right, take another 5-minute break here. Is this empty? Yeah. Cool. But yeah, as I was saying, I did some channel updating because I kind of wanted to do a rebrand for 1,000 subs. Not that my branding was terrible before, but I kind of wanted to just remind or refine what I had already. So I spent some time yesterday doing that. Got carried away talking to someone. Oh, no worries, I'll say, no worries. If it was in my Discord, you get a free pat. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What niche do you think should be optimal to focus on in 2026? Does web dev have a future? I honestly don't know, Adnan. Like, I'm doing web development kind of to get my foot in the door of software development, generally speaking. Like, I think it's good to have that fundamental knowledge, whether or not it'll be directly applicable to a job. I can't say for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think, I mean, I don't know. I know if you want a job, at least what I can say based on my experience is IT is still relevant. Whether it's help desk, whether it's sysadmin, whether it's whatever. Like there's jobs in IT for sure, but software I'm not 100% sure because I don't work in software. I'm learning software, but I don't work in it, so I don't 100% know the tech that sector that well, at least from a professional standpoint. I don't know. But like, yeah, the thing is, again, and I've said this multiple times, is like, maybe if you're a web developer in now or in the next 5 years or whatever, in the next 10 years, you're gonna probably be working with an agent, right? And but it's important to know what the agent's doing so that if the agent does something you don't like, you have the skills to go in there instead of just doom prompting and hoping that throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. You can actually go into the code and fix it. The optimal security in STEM is healthcare. Yeah, exactly. Can vouch for that one. Adam, do you know anything about AI? Yeah, I do. I don't. Well, I shouldn't say I know much about it depends what you mean by AI. Like if I know how LLMs work, fundamentally, and what they do and why, then yes. But as far as the latest and greatest models, I have no idea. And the hype cycle, I don't follow the hype cycle. You're currently learning DevOps and testing, but if not, I'm not confident enough. That should be good too, because the thing with DevOps, Adnan, is that's critical for development teams, right? DevOps is mission critical. You can't fuck up that DevOps. In my opinion, letting an agent do DevOps is dangerous, especially for production stuff. For stuff that's gotta it's one thing to let an agent do front end, whatever, it makes a weird bad design, who cares? But if you you hear these stories of Claude deleting database people's databases and shit, you gotta you gotta know what you're doing with that kind of stuff, right? When it comes to creating these kind of deployment pipelines or whatever else you're doing, right? I don't know. So I'd say that's important to know. Or if an AI fucks up somehow in deployment, then a human expert can go in there and be okay, this is how it fucked up. Okay, blah 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 blah. Look at the code. Imagine migrating a database after vibe coding. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is if you're vibe coding, you don't know any. It's like a black box, right? You have this. Your code base is a black box. Anybody who vibe codes seriously and has not built software on their own is putting their entire faith into the model, and their whole project is a black box, which to me is terrifying. I don't, maybe other people don't agree, but to me the idea of not knowing at all what's going on in your repo is a nightmare. I would hate that. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, exactly. And you kind of get awakened to that, I think, through the pen testing. You kind of wake up to oh, maybe vibe coding isn't the future, at least right now. You're shit, this kind of sucks. When you actually look at it and don't just pretend that everything's amazing, right? Use AI as a senior developer project manager. I know everything that's happening. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's do another 25 minutes. Okay. So we did the remove arrow thing. The other thing is this input being centered. Can I like just center that? Like can I just like, or like font center? What is it, font center? Can I center the text input? Oh, it's align text center. It is text center. Yeah, because I want to align the input so it's centered. And then I also want to set the default value to be 1, right? Actually, no, to be 0. I want it to be 0. But then if it's 0, we want to remove it from the cart. No, we don't. We can just set it to be we can set it to be 1. One is changing uncontrolled input. Decide between using controller and uncontrolled input element. Oh. Can we not set a default value? Or is there a better way of doing that? It's not. Vibe coding for websites right now is so horrible. You gotta know what he's creating. Exactly, I'll say, yeah. AI is really good at producing output that looks good to the uninitiated. Yeah, exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Tyler, you know who I'm talking about. I was watching his stream earlier today. Our favorite vibe coding buddy. You're doing laundry while watching. You just wash my AirPods. No, dude, I did that with my old pair of AirPods. I had to, or 2 AirPods ago. I did that. They still worked though. These are the new ones. These are the AirPods Pro 2s or whatever, or Pro, whatever. The newer AirPod Pros. I got them with my MacBook. Yeah, yeah. It was so funny because like every time someone asks him a question, he like completely doesn't answer them and then just says, "Oh, well, AI is like the greatest thing since sliced bread." He doesn't answer their questions. He just like pretends it doesn't, you know. Anyway. Okay, so then we need to actually implement this quantity shit, right? So this is the thing with the quantity, is we've got to make a callback with these buttons to that update cart item quantity value, and then also update this value. So these values need to be actually the value of the product cart item. So product cart item dot quantity is actually what we want here. So, okay. Right, so we should probably do an E. So we should probably do it like this. We should probably do an on change value, actually. Now that I think about it, that might be the better way of doing this. And then we'll do, but that's not, see, this isn't state, though. That's the problem. Update cart item quantity. I don't think. State.art update. Okay. But I think we can just do this. Update cart item quantity. Item ID is product cart item.id, and then the number is e.target value. Why is this erroring out? Oh, because it's not a number. Okay. Just do that. This is like a mess to read, so I'm gonna like fix this. Keep the min and the max there. Class name. On change. Whoops. Okay. We'll maybe redo it. Or wait, no. Sorry. I lied. This. There we go. And then, okay, so that should then update the quantities. Right, but then when we press, okay, so that actually changes that. Component, is this like still a problem? No. Then I need to increment and decrement this, right? So I need to actually target this input. Although I should probably have a state for this now that I think about it. I think I need to probably have the quantity as a state. That's probably a good idea, because this is just for the constructor. For this. I actually probably don't need that. On click, add card item, product card item. I can probably actually just construct this object inside of here like this. And then it's ID title, product data, dot title. And then it was, what did I include? Add for cart item. ID title price image, okay. Image product data dot image and then quantity, and then we do some sort of state here, right? So I'll do a state const product quantity. Right, shit, this needs to be enough. I started learning AI engineering last week. How many years is it going to take me to become a professional AI engineer? I don't know, Adamola. It depends on how quickly you learn. But I would suspect, don't get your hopes up. Might take years, my friend. I don't know. Because that, being a professional AI engineer is not an easy feat. You started learning it last week? Got you. Number 0. Actually, 1 probably. Shit. Oh, wait, because we're not using use state here. Okay. Product card item ID. Okay. Product data. The other thing too is this input needs to have a default value. Let's see. Input starting value. I just forget what it is. That's just the value attribute. It's not what I want necessarily. You don't know why they wanted this to happen, but your chat client does not recognize retracted messages. Interesting. Wait, really? Wait, you mean on Streamlabs? Is that what you're talking about? Oh yeah, no. That's weird. Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. That's weird. Yeah, the Streamlabs chat client does not like it. I'm just using like the default one that's baked into Streamlabs said full send, but it was retracted on YouTube, yeah. Okay. Initialize. Yeah, I just want to initialize this, right? I guess it doesn't, it's not like a big problem. Just kind of being picky. Okay, so we're not using car item. Actually, we will be though. I think this, we don't even need this. It can be just inferred. Okay, and then we can update the product quantity, right? So when we press this guy, so like we can do like an on click situation. On click equals set product quantity to product quantity plus 1. But then I need to bounds check it, don't I? Yeah, I probably need to bounds check that. Yeah, stupid YouTube. Oh, and then the value needs to be yeah, you know what we need to do is we need to maybe have another wrapper for this set product quantity that updates not only the product quantity but the cart item quantity. So I might need like a wrapper function because we have two things going on here. We have a local state, and then we have the update cart item quantity function, right? So I'm thinking we might actually need like some sort of wrapper function, like update quantity or something, const update quantity. Like, and then that just kind of is useful for both things, right? So then I'll just say new quantity. Or I'll just say Q as a number. And then maybe Q is a bad name. I'll just say new quantity. And then so we can basically pass this in, and then it'll update both. So it'll say set product quantity. Oh, but then here's the problem is, actually no, it doesn't matter. New quantity. And then the other thing we want to do is update the thing. Update the cart item quantity with the new quantity. Okay, and then here we want to do just update quantity number e.target.value. And then that'll update the display too, I think. And then update quantity. Yeah, but then the actual input is not going to be... I guess I could just say the value is the product quantity. Interesting. Yeah, this works. Cool. Then I'll say if quantity is less than 1, or if new quantity is less than 1, or new quantity is greater than 99, then return early. Just a bounds check. What you have will work here, but here's a tip. You name the function to handle quantity with increment decrement and use a switch to update the set quantity. Oh, I see. Okay. Like handle quantity. And then basically I have like I pass in a... I mean, okay, but what's the benefit of doing that over just putting in a new quantity here? I just think that's... Why would that be better? Or is that just easier to read? What other app do you stream besides YouTube? I don't right now, Adamola. I was streaming to Twitch. I was dual streaming to Twitch, but I stopped. Clarity, really? Yeah, okay. Nothing more? Got you. Yeah, I mean, I can make that refactor. I might just leave it, though, for now, because I think it's fine. But I appreciate the tip, regardless. On click. Because, I mean, again, it's potato here. And then I'll just do update quantity, and then just product quantity -1, right? Because, I mean, if someone's reading the code, right, they'll see, okay, minus decrements through this. I mean, I guess they have to assume that's what that's doing. I don't know. Okay, so then this now should be working, right? But it's interesting, because if I refresh, I think this... Oh, no, it doesn't persist, but that's okay. And so you can't go lower, and then we can go... The other thing I could do if I wanted to be really whatever is I could... And then if I change this, we can't go to like 100, right? We can go to 99. We can't go less than 1, so we can do 99. Oh, the only thing is I can't really remove it. Oh yeah, we can, okay. And I can do the arrows too, to go up and down. That's cool. I think that's probably default behavior. Whatever you use events, you want to do event handler rather than doing it directly. Okay. So instead of update quantity, you do handle quantity. Instagram, no. Adamola, I don't do Instagram. That's fair. I can do that refactor. But then could I not just like... Because if someone changes this, right, to like another value, I don't want, I could do I could do multiple different functions. Like I could do a handle like quantity increment, handle quantity decrement, and then a handle quantity change or something. That is a rarity. Well, okay, I do have Instagram, like my personal. I do have a personal Instagram, but I don't give that. I don't share that with this. I don't overlap those worlds. But I don't have an Instagram for my BenStack channel. That's I should have clarified that. I don't know. I'll keep it as this for now because I'm honestly like, I don't know. But I hear exactly what you're saying, Jay. Because I think what I would actually do if I were to do this refactor is I would do like a handle increment quantity, handle decrement quantity, and then handle change quantity or something. You actually don't have IG at all. Yeah, I want to get rid of it eventually. Okay, and then we need the add to cart feature, right? And then this quantity is just our product quantity instead when we build that object here. So that should build that. And then we don't actually use the cart item type as cart item. I could just like do that just for verbosity here. Sorry, here is where I want it. I haven't had that on Facebook since 2016. Nice. I did get rid of my Facebook because I had Facebook was a pest. I got rid of it like over COVID. IG used to be picture oriented, almost for aspiring photographers. Now it's just like TikTok. Yeah, exactly. Yep. With all the reels and shit. I hear you. Okay, so we got our quantity stuff now, and then so we can do an add to cart thing. Then we could do, I think for detecting whether it's in the cart, we need a detection method. Right? FB is a cesspool of stupidity. Yeah, it 100% is. It 100% is. I couldn't agree more. Okay. All right. So okay. So this is good. So we can kind of maybe work on this styling a little bit. I kind of want to maybe push this guy over. Maybe less than that. Kind of like here or something, right? I mean, that might be ugly, but I kind of wanted to push it over. I could do like a media query thing too. And then if I do like, I don't know. If I minimize this guy, actually doesn't look too bad. I think we're getting into UX work. The quantity label may not needed in the context. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. You may be right. Hold on. 6. There we go. Yeah, it might not be. Where did I put that? Or I could just like, I need the label. Don't I need the label regardless? I can just have it empty. Or do I not need the label for the input? Like, does the input need an ID? You're drawing this from Instacart? I wonder if instead of that we could put like the label can be a symbol. What if we did a symbol for that? Also, what was that thing called? Zoo stand. I want to add that to my things here. I want to do that to React. My React. There we go. Yeah. You don't need the label, and it does not need a label? Oh, okay. You don't need an ID either. Okay. I thought that was like good practice to do for like accessibility. But maybe if you're saying no, then I'll just leave it. I mean, I'll leave the ID in here regardless, because I don't think it matters. And then, okay, so we have some interesting... So we have justify center. But then, so I wondered then if we make this not flex column. But then I think we would swap the plus and minus buttons. I think that's what I have to do here. Yeah, so now it looks like this, which is better. And then I could probably put that on the same line as this span here. So I could actually probably put this guy inside of here. Whoops. Put the price inside of this. Like this, right? And then I could do a flex justify around or something like that. Oh, but then the width 30 thing is not what we want. So we want like this. Justify between. Yeah, that's a little better. I love how you use VS Code as if it's Vim. Yeah, I do use the arrow keys a lot, but I don't use Vim motions, Tyler. Like I literally like, the way I do it is I literally just switch to using the arrow keys. I don't know, I've just done that for years. I don't know. Okay, now the text here is not centered. Okay, so we need to do an align item center. Although, I want to align this vertically, right? So this like his alignment is a little bit wonky. Key bindings are weird. Oh, for Vim or my key bindings? I want to align this guy now. I could probably like dick around with the for Vim. Yeah, I found the isn't it HJKL? They are at first. Yeah, I don't know. I'll learn it eventually. Ooh, guys, I actually got. Okay, I'm on the break. I got a gift from work. I'm gonna show you after this. I got a gift yesterday from work. I forgot entirely about it, but I'll show you in a minute. Once you get that muscle memory going, it's so productive. Yeah, I've just been using the arrow keys, but yeah, I might have an opportunity to learn Vim, maybe. Okay, so let's go back to our mobile view. Yeah, so our mobile view, it's a little tight, right? So, I mean, although this isn't like unacceptably tight. I mean, maybe for the bigger prices it is, actually. Yeah, so maybe we want to actually change the text for the span. So we'll do like a large and then like a regular text large or something, right? Yeah, that's better. Or maybe even XL. Item center for the parent? Oh, centers. I accidentally did that. All right, that's like better, I think. Wait, what? Why is it changing it? Why was it changing it to S when I was saving it? On save, it was it was pluralizing this, which is very strange. You can learn Vim in a day or two. You don't have to get by. Then it's just repetition. Yeah, well, I've learned Vim like enough to like, for example, like if I do like Vim source slash main.tsx, right? Or wait, shit, did I fuck it up? Oh, right. Like I can like, you know, the Vim inside of VS Code cursed. But you know what I mean. I can get out of Vim and stuff. I don't know. I can do like :w. Like I'm aware of how Vim works. Like there's the command mode, and then like the insert mode or whatever, the editing mode, and then like the visual mode. Just get AI to make you a cheat sheet and then save it on stick note. Yeah, I could do that. Flex call, small, and flex row, and then update the subsequent styles. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay, good point, Jay. I'll file that away in, yeah, :w is save, yeah, because it's write. :w is write, and then :q is quit. But anyway, I should, you know, so we're getting new computers. Save and force quit. Yeah, we're getting new computers at work, right? And I found a stack of old ThinkPads. I think you see where this is going. Because yesterday, but anyway, so I took the hard drive out of one of them, and I convinced my boss to let me take it home. So that's cool. So I've got a ThinkPad, which I could put Linux on and learn Linux. So I have a ThinkPad. I don't know if it's actually showing up on the. Is it showing up on this? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yep. I didn't know with the green screen if it was showing up. But yeah, I've got this ThinkPad. It's a T490S. But I haven't touched it. It's like, yeah, W ThinkPad. Yeah. I got it for free, so. Install Void on stream. Ooh. Why Void? I mean, okay, so the specs, guys, I'll give you the specs. Hold on. So it's got a 9th gen Intel. I don't know, i5 or something, or i7. I think it's i5. There's no sticker on it. Void is great. Okay, got you. I was literally, I don't know, I wasn't sure what I was gonna put on it. Don't be an Arch guy. No, you know what I was actually gonna put on it, and don't call me like a noob or whatever, but I was gonna probably put like Linux Mint on it or something like that. I wasn't sure because I don't really want to be worried about, you know, all the config. Is Void hard to set up? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this was a completely free laptop. It has a new hard drive in it because the old one was, Mint is good for starting off, but has some issues. Got you, Ose. Or OSE. I don't know how you want me to say your name. I just kind of assumed. Don't go Mint. Don't go Mint. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't sure. But anyway, so I got this guy. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM. DDR4, I think. And so it's T490S. So it's 2019. But they were going to send this guy to the e-waste, and I saved his life. So anyway, I'm gonna f around with this. Maybe I'll do okay, guys, when I unlock membership, maybe I'll do a members only Linux stream. So look forward to that. Void is super stable and amazing to maintain. Okay, perfect. I'll look into that then. Void Linux is in between Arch and Mint. Got you. Void Linux. Independent distribution. Interesting. Cool. And then I guess you can put like whatever desktop environment you want, right? Looking forward to that. Yeah, that'll be a fun stream. It'll be a members only stream. I'll do it as members only. Well, okay, I'll do the setup on stream, and then I'll do members only for like dicking around on it. The only thing I worry about is like streaming from that thing. Like, I don't know, can 8 gigabytes of RAM, handle streaming? I mean, maybe it can. I don't know. I guess on Linux it could. Because, like, yeah. We'll send members only, yeah. Well, we got to get to those watch hours. We're almost there. We're 2/3 of the way there to members. Almost 2/3. Yeah, that's the only thing I worry about is streaming from it. The other option is I could get a capture card and then just capture it. Yeah, just SSH into it from your main PC. I could do that as well. But if I was thinking it would be a good way to learn like systems and like lower level stuff. Realistically, how long do you think it would take until you can reach that goal? Well, it depends on my channel growth. Donation goal, maybe. I think a capture card is, because I would do a capture card. I think capture cards are like around $100. I mean, I could spend it out of my own pocket and do it. I don't mind doing that. We can set you up with a VM and install Void that way first for practice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I could do that for sure. I don't want to stray away from the, web development streams. Those are going to continue, but I could diversify my stream palette a little bit. Personally use Oracle VirtualBox. Yeah, that's what we used in school, Tyler. We used VirtualBox in school. Anyway, yeah, what was I going to say? We could do a donation goal, I guess. I don't know. Unless that's like cheesy. I don't know. What's the best like donation platform? Check out Elgato. Yeah, I knew that. Let's just look up actually, I'm going to do this on a different tab just so I don't dox myself. Elgato capture card. Price. Holy Christ, this is like... is there no price? Oh, $219. Okay. $199. Okay, that's like a little pricey, but nothing crazy. $200. No, that's fair. I'll say yeah. Oh, perfect, Tyler. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's okay. I should mention, I do have Linux experience. Sup, radio? How's it going? But yeah, no, I do have Linux experience from school a little bit, so I'm not completely uninitiated. Like we used Ubuntu server fork in school, so I've done like command line shit before. They were sub 100 when I last checked. Okay, well this is also Canadian dollars, mind you. So when I say $200, that's like probably like 150 USD. So, but yeah, I could also like see if there's like a used one on eBay I can get. But yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out like a donation platform too. But anyway, all exciting things. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are excited. I'm excited for the Void Linux stuff. I could also, yeah, I'll probably do it on a virtual machine first. That's probably a good idea. They're 159. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds right. Ubuntu's good too. I heard someone said, like, I was watching a video about it, like snap packages versus Flatpak, and like snap packages is worse for some reason. I don't know. I was watching a video about it because I was kind of like, I got this computer yesterday, and I was gonna make it a surprise to announce on stream because I didn't want to announce it to the Discord right away because I was like, I want to show off the ThinkPad on stream. But yes, I saved a ThinkPad from the trash heap, which is that's the beauty of working in IT. And I could probably get another one too if I really wanted to. So if I want to get another ThinkPad at some point, I can. I mean, my work laptop is also a ThinkPad, but I need that for work. Streamlabs seems good for donations. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Does it have direct donation integration? Maybe it does. That's such a 6 score. Yeah, I actually had to I literally okay, I'll actually pause the timer for a second until I finish this little anecdote. I literally messaged my boss and I was like, hey, can you talk for a sec? Well, okay, so it's kind of tricky because I had to do the hardware. I had to do the hard drive gutting, right? Because I have my own, I had a spare SSD that I put in there. Oh, awesome. I'll say nice. Save the landfills from you guys. Yeah. So basically, okay, let me say this. So I had to ditch it wasn't completely free because I had to use one of my own SSDs, which has I think it's 256 gigs. Okay. because I had an extra SSD laying around that I put in there. But my boss was like, as long as you get rid of the hard drive, and then you can take it. But I literally like I pulled him aside. I'm like he's remote, and I was in the office. So I was like, hey, can you chat for a second? He's like, sure, what's up? And I was like, hey, we're doing our laptop purge. Can I take one? And then he's like, yeah, as long as you get rid of the hard drive. And I was like, sick. For layout of the cards, you can do something like grid template, columns, repeat, autofit, min-max. Interesting. That's true. I could do that, Nagash. I don't. Yeah, I would have to figure out how that works in Tailwind though. But I appreciate the suggestion. I think the first. What was the first order of business? Flex call. All right. So do we want to do flex call for the small layout? So the small layout's row, and then we can do column for. Although this like doesn't look terrible, right? I don't know. I don't mind that. We can do where was that? It was here. And then oh, because I guess maybe then the default would be oh, okay, so it'd be like this. Flex row reverse, right? Because then the minus is now on top. JavaScript is king, yes. Radio, I agree. Tailwind 4, you could do it. Grid calls, repeat, autofit. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, because this is our iPhone 14 demo here. All right, let's go to the cards. Where are the cards? In the shop here. So let's try that out, Nagash. I'm willing to hear you out on this one. Grid calls. And then it'd be repeat. Wait, why 300 pixels? Is that just like a... Is that just a recommendation? Ah. Interesting. And then I don't think if we do that, then we don't need this whole business with this, right? We can just do flex row by default anyway. That actually kind of looks nice. I'm not going to lie. Although that's a little big for the cards, right? That's the one problem, is the cards aren't. Did I mess something up here? Remember flex for content grid layout? Remember flex for content grid for layout? What do you mean? Because I have that applied to the grid here. Oh, it's the 100%. So is it just... I don't know. What do we put there then? I do have the underscore before 1FR. Or is it space? Is it space 1FR? Before moving that, you had an extra space. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I'm just confused on this, guys. So I have auto fit, min max, min 300. So it chooses the minimum of that, right? And then one fraction. 1 sec. Nah, no worries, my gosh. I appreciate you. You can also, if you're in the Discord, you can go to the stream chat as well. Stream chat channel. Yeah, I've never done this complex in Tailwind before. Okay, so let's see. Grid calls. Grid column. 16. Or is it grid calls 3? Or is it template? Ah, that's it. Okay. And then the values here. Grid calls, subgrid, 200 pixels, min max. Oh, maybe it's this, right? 100% though. That's why the first lowest one. I don't know, Nagash. Good morning, Kumar. It's evening where I'm at, but good morning to you. Okay, so I see. So maybe like this? No. I'm trying to copy it based on this example here. 200 pixels, min max 900. Like, what if I just like plop this in here? No, I guess it's not. That will work. Remove the underscores, like off of the like all of them. Try removing the space. I can try removing the spaces too. And the space here. Ah! Got it. Don't worry. Crisis averted. Why is that so picky? Man. Okay. This looks much better. I like this vibe here. There you go. Yep. Nice. Cool. All right. So if we go bigger, okay, then we go 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So maybe like a little bit. I think they can be a little. Okay. So that's the minimum. So 300 pixels. Maybe we do like 250 or something. We can get away with 250 here. Whoops. Yeah, because then like that's like as wide as we'd want the product cards. Yeah. And then like we only want 320, right? So 320 works. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Thanks for the tip, Nagash. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go to our 14 here. Maybe I'll actually do like a tablet or something just to make it a little bigger. iPad Air. Okay, maybe not iPad Air. Mini? Sure. Or whatever. I don't give a shit. Because I'm not really doing style. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, maybe add some padding to this guy, right? Class name. Yeah, it's this one. So we'll do like a maybe just px2, just to bring them in a little bit, maybe. All right. Okay, so what's the next thing that I should do here? Let me go to my notes. Oh yeah, we want to change. Okay, so we need to actually add these to the cart, right? And then we need to draw our cart. So in the cart, we need to do another a map situation here. So, okay, so we got our cart store. We need to get our cart. And then underneath that, we need this section. maybe make this a div. And then we'll do a section here. And then we need to do the map inside of here for the cart items, right? And then, so I probably should have the cart. We should have a card for the carts, right? Because the cart items are going to be a little different than these. So for the cart items, we want the image, the title, the price, and the quantity. And then a remove from cart button. Right. Oh, and the other thing I want to do for this, these inside of the shop product card. So I don't need this guy. Because I want to add a bit of gap here. There, that's a little nicer. Maybe even 2. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So let's do that now. So let's get the. We need another card. So let's just like map let's just map it. So we need to get that inside of here. So we need to do const cart items. I think it's cart items, right? Equals use cart store, and then state, and then cart items. State dot. Items, sorry. And then I think this updates. I don't know. So let's just map over it. Cart items dot map. Item. And then we'll just like do like a. Item dot. Oh right, I'm done. There we go. And then we'll type this as well. Cool. So now, okay, so theoretically, so we have nothing in the cart. If we add there, so now you can see it's here, right? I could even just do JSON.stringify. Like I could even just do this too. Yeah. Oh, but it needs to be in the pre-limit. Whoops. Okay. So we can see our items. However, okay. So the other thing that we need to consider with this is if we already have an item in our cart, we need to detect that in the shop and then say in cart. And then gray out this button. But then allow the quantity to still be changeable. But maybe I should worry about that later. So I need to do that. So detection activate in cart or not. And then if in cart, gray out button, add, sorry. And, but still allow quantity to be changed. And then yeah, and then I need to remove cart but. So we can do the styling of those. So we'll do cart item card or something. That's extra credit. Okay. Well, I like extra credit. I'm a fan of extra credit. Also, I think I want to add a little bit more padding to these buttons now that I'm thinking about it. For these, I'll do like P1, P2. Actually, no padding for the icons. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Cool. So let's do the, actually, you know what? I'm going to probably commit here. Ah, see, look. Code deleted itself again. Amazing. Okay, so what do we want to say here? Update, implements, update styles, and add cart store. From ZooStone. Cart store exists in place of an actual API to call to store cart data. Styles allow modification of quantity as well as some grid layout changes. And then I'll say use ZooStone for state management in place of context. And then what else do we do? Add to cart, update cart item quantity, move from cart. Methods. Add cart item type for cart items specifically. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Cool. All right, so let's now add that component here. So we'll say cart item card. Oops. Sorry, I was dealing with Malwarebytes blocking CodePen. What did I miss? Oh, nothing, Nagash. I was just I was tweaking the styling a little bit, just of the spacing of these, and I just did a commit. That's all you missed. But now I'm gonna make cart item cards. So I'm gonna do const cart item card. Card. Or export, sorry. Jesus, not return. Oops. Why is Malwarebytes fucking code then? I used Malwarebytes like way back. Because I had a buddy I was on a Minecraft server with long time ago, and he used it. And he claimed to be a hacker, but he was not. He was a very not smart individual. And I only say that because he kind of bullied me. But anyway, I digress. Okay, let's see. So we got the cart, and then so we should probably borrow from this, right? Okay, so we're gonna get the cart data inside of this cart item data, and then as cart item, and then we'll get that in as a prop, right? Whoops. And then we can kind of like borrow from the product card, I think, a little bit here. Okay. So then we can just like run through this. We can just do like so we have the title, so we have the image. So let's just see cart UI, e-commerce UI design, just to get some inspiration here. So I just want to see, like, we could probably do the cart cards slightly different. Yeah, we could do something like this, right? We could even do it like row based. Or I don't know. You work in tech? Me? Yes, I do. Or are you talking to Tyler? TDG in chat. I do, though. I work in IT. We could do something like this, yeah. So we can have like a main card and then we can have our items in that, right? And then we could do like a mock order summary as well if we wanted to. Yeah, I work in IT, Nakash. I won't say what industry, but I'm a tier 2 IT analyst. I work with databases, Microsoft ecosystems, so like Azure, Intune. I work with consultants. I do a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, if you want to learn more about me too, you can just friend me on Discord and DM me. I'm open to questions. You're trying to get the full stack. That's what I'm trying to do as well. My gosh, but you're mostly front end. Got you. Well, you are the goat at front end, so since 1998. Damn, before I was born. That's crazy. Okay, we could do something like this. Actually, let's do something like this. This is better. Yeah, I was not. I am unfortunately I was born after, or I was born in the 21st century. Barely. Well, not barely, but I was not. I was not born in the 1990s. Yeah, we can do something like this. Then we can come up with like a total as well. You've worked in agencies? Yeah, that's where I'm working now. I'm thinking this is a good like mock. I'm actually gonna like link to this image. Copy image link. Copy image address. And then I'm gonna link that in my notes here. Cart visual reference. Or UI reference. Yeah, I just put that in my notes here, just so you can see that. Did work on some major sites, Banks movie promo sites. Did work on Harry Potter 1. Nice. Yeah, Harry Potter, that came out when I was like born-ish. 2000, 2001, something like that. Okay. Some cigarette site, can't say which, yeah. Valid. Okay, so my shopping cart, then we can do like a total items. Oh, the other thing too that I want to do is, okay, we can do this quick. So I'll leave this for next stream because we're about out on time here. But I'll leave this for next stream. But the one thing I'm going to do is in the shopping cart, I want to do a bracket and then the number of items, right? So where was that? That was in the root. Or no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was in the root. And then, yeah. So in the nav, sorry, the nav. And then so my cart, and then there's going to be a span in here. And then that span is going to have this guy. Cart items. Or I'm actually going to have to get that in here. I have to do const cart items is equal to use cart store state dot items. And then I'm going to do cart items dot length. Like that. So now you can see that how many things you have in your cart, right? Although I'm going to have to probably do... I have to do this differently because if you have a quantity, I'm going to have to take into account quantity. So I might need like a little helper function, which I actually might write right now. So I'll say const, actually, you know what? I can even write that probably inside of the cart store itself. I might do that before Remember when there was no CSS, it was all inline? Yikes. That's wild. Get number of. I have not yet, Nagash, but I have it pinned. I have it pinned in my React here, TanStack forum. Well, TanStack forum specifically, but I have the TanStack. It's in my consciousness. I'm actually gonna pin the main one as well to my React bookmarks here. But yeah, no, I'm gonna do that after probably this product or project, I should say. Yeah, forum is great. Yeah, so I've got it from recommendation from Jay in chat. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely switch over to what I feel like I'm actually at this point where I can kind of use whatever. Like I feel like I'm a versatile enough developer that I can figure it out now. And I know what I'm doing with React to enough of an extent that I can do this. So I actually have to update this interface so I can get so I can actually just do get. So I want to have a function from cart store to get the number of cart items. Get number cart item number, and then it'll be a this, and then it'll return a number. Get total item number. Get total items. Get cart item total. Cart item total, maybe. That's probably easier to do it in here. All at work I did tech talk on TanStack. Nice. Next is on React compiler. Cool. That's awesome stuff. What do you do for work now, Nagash? Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then set. Actually, I don't even need to do a set state, do I? I can just kind of do a return. Oh yeah, I need to loop through the state, so I probably need to do get. I guess there's no. Let's do the zoo stand forums here. I just want to finish this idea. This styling is dog shit. Okay. It's async actions. I guess there's no like set, so it's all set here. I guess it doesn't need to be set. Because I kind of want to go through the mostly web application, full React. Got you. That's awesome stuff. Next step, API reference, documentation. I missed the pretty sites. Got you. What do you mean by pretty sites? Advanced middleware, dev tools. Yeah, increment. But I just want to like get a value out of this because I need to iterate through all the items and then add their quantities together, right? So I need to say const or like a return const total equals items done. See, but I need to like do some sort of, or maybe I should set it as a state here. I don't know. This might not be the best way of handling things. You missed 1996 Pizza Hut style. Like promo sites, lots of CSS animations, micro animations. Complicated layouts. I see. You want peas to follow your code. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Let me just, I don't know if it's a good idea or not to do this like this. Const total equals, because I don't think I can access the items. Can I? Items? No. Because there's like API references. Let's see what's in here. Create, set, get. Oh, there is a get. Okay. Okay, so I can do set, get, subscribe, persist, DevTools. Okay, so I can do a get here. Like this, right? And then I can do a get const total equals, or let's say item list equals get dot items. Right. I don't even know if I need to do this. I could probably just do like get dot items dot reduce or something. I can do a reduce, previous value, current value. I can do a reduce function. You're actually trying to develop a PWA for Latin America? I'm not sure what PWA stands for. Let's see. I just forget like basic JS reduce shit. Like I just forget exactly the... Because I want like an accumulator. Yeah, so I have the accumulator total current. And then I do total plus current dot quantity, right? And then, but the total has got to be a number. Oh, but see, the total's a card item. Shit. Because I guess that reduces it into one. Oh, I can do total dot quantity. No. Oh, progressive web app. I see. Oh, cool, 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 cool. I hear you. That's awesome stuff. Yeah, because that's our array. Array.reduce, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, so maybe this reduce is not going to work. So let me just... I can just do it like this. I'll do the naive approach. For each item, total, why? Oh, because it's a const let, sorry. And then return total. I can just do this. I think that works. Reduce methods are the worst. Do you recommend looking up the syntax? Yeah, I hear you, Jay. Okay, so this is why I didn't do the reduce, because I'm reducing over an entire object, and I just need the one thing. So I think this is probably clean. I think this is fine. I don't know. You can let me know, Jay, what you think, but I think this is fine. I can even just do. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. Okay. What else now did I need to do? Oh yeah, and then instead of card items dot length, I need to actually use the state dot get card item total. And then total card items. And then use that guy here. And then not dot length, just that. You didn't realize you already looked it up? I was folding laundry. Oh, got you. Yeah, the problem with the accumulator is the accumulator shares the type with the current value. So they're both the type of card item, which have those properties, which wasn't exactly ideal. Okay, so I think this works now. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I fucked something up big time. What did I do in the nav anyway? Link to cart. Oh, maybe I don't want... I need to call it. It's a function. Jesus Christ. I'm stupid. Null is an undefined crash. It's a function, not a value. I'm just dumb. Okay, so I think this works now, because if I add items... Oh, well, it should work anyway. Okay, so, but it's not updating it. Not updating that. Maybe I get it as a value. I don't know. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, so I did that, but the problem is now it's not calling that function. which makes sense because it's not actually updating that thing, right? Which is fine. Get cart item total. Maybe I need to call that inside of every update cart item quantity. Or even add cart item. Can I call its own functions inside of this, I wonder? I wonder if I can. I don't know. Like, could I do get dot get cart item total like this? I don't know. Maybe not. It's not updating that anyway. Oh, because I guess this isn't really doing anything. It's just not returning it to anywhere. Yeah, so that doesn't really matter. Every time the car updates, it needs to update the total. Looking to use reducer. Got you. You know what? I might just write these down as notes, and then I'll do this for next stream because I'm kind of getting a little bit tired today specifically. But I'll do this next stream. It was something I wanted to kind of wrap up. Wrap up today, but I'm kind of losing steam a little bit, I think. All right, so let's see. What did I want to do here? Calculate, write some kind of functionality to get total number of items in cart. Iterate over quantity. Quantities of all cart items. How's it going, Nebula? ZooStan is a replacement for useReducer. Oh, okay. You wouldn't use what? ZooStan? Oh, I'm already. It's too late. I'm already using ZooStan. So that's okay. I don't know. What even is useReducer? I don't know what's wrong with this styling here. It's all garbage. Yeah, the no useReducer, yeah. I'm curious what it even is. useReducers react to the reducer. A reducer function specifies how the state gets updated. It must be pure. Oh, so it's just like, I see. So it's kind of like a context. Maybe. What is any state updates for? Okay. It's what complemented Redux? Oh, okay. You Redux. You really like my live broadcast? I appreciate that, LTC. I really appreciate that. If you really like it, then I'd really appreciate a subscribe. But I'm glad you're here, man. Handle add task. I don't get this dispatch stuff. Is this just changing stuff? Is dispatch just like mutating it? Dude, I don't know. I think it's too late for this. I think it's too late for this. Okay. I don't really know what's going on with that, but it's too late for this this inquiry. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, I'll do my little outro. Roosters born with Redux and actually implement those features. Okay, I see. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, fair. It's like late. I also did an 8-hour shift. Well, my 8-hour workday. And then I did almost 3 hours of dev. So 11 hours of work. Brain is kind of fried. So great stream. Getting tired myself. Yeah, awesome. I appreciate all you coming, though. It really does mean a lot that you show up and you hang out and chat. And it really makes me motivated to keep going. So, thanks again, everybody. So yeah, if you like what you see here, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. You can check out the Discord. Link in the top of the description. I'll also drop a link in chat. hang out with the community. And I will see you all tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. So have a great night or morning or evening wherever you are in the world, or afternoon.